Actually, I'm not able to join from my laptop. I'm getting some error from laptop. I don't know how to solve that problem. That is correct. I'm able to join from my mobile phone. Currently, I have joined. But from laptop, it is already MS Team is installed and I'm able to join all the classes and everything. But I don't know when I'm clicking on that link, it is showing some error, something like that.
Manus, we have this PGM is there, no? Oh, Chandan. Okay. Now we are continuing with data. Okay, PGM. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
I can try, but I do not want to restart the laptop. Then everything will be. Is there any mechanism that from here, if I can add some way, or I can? I have said something means. Can anyone? Okay. Can we add somehow? Add people from here. Okay, I think so. There may be issue regarding that Deep's ID.
When we click people, there is a share invite is there. Okay, you are facing this issue with Bits login, Chandan.
From my laptop, it is Bits login. From here, I am using my personal login.
Then you already joined, right?
I already joined from a mobile phone.
Oh, okay. I think actually the thing is just one couple of hours back, I also had similar kind of issue because the Teams, it was redirecting me to Bits login. So and in my laptop, what actually then I just taken out from the cookies the browsing information. Then I tried to I clicked the link again, and it was prompting us to log in with the different. I mean, it will ask for our login creation. Okay, I have already earlier login is there for Teams. Then I used that login, my personal login, so I could able to join. That's it.
Okay, so
now I check. Yeah, now I checked with both of the logins and it is working fine. I can use Bits login at the same time I can use this login also, personal login also.
Okay. So you were asking me to clear the cookies in the browser or something like that.
Correct. For last 1 hour from when you have tried logging in, just to take out all the cookies and browsing information from that time and try to log in again. So and give your personal email ID, whatever the another Hotmail or maybe the MSN email ID and login. That's it.
Okay. I think that will be killing a lot of.
Then don't download the Teams, but use desktop version instead.
Already that thing is the desktop version is installed. I think let us in the meantime I'm trying, so let us start discussing so that we can save some amount of time. Okay.
Correct. Yes. Yeah, you're correct. Yes.
What I mean is that I could have joined 5 minutes before so that I could have solved all those issues.
No, it does. It takes more than that. That's why it definitely takes minimum around 15 minutes or 10 minutes.
Yes.
Minimum 15 minutes it will take.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, I'll be sharing all those links at least in WhatsApp group so that we can see what are the things, whatever. Probably I cannot show all those things, but I can show some of the snapshots or links or something like that. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So how should I start?
Yeah, you can WhatsApp to Manoj and he will share his screen and maybe in that way I think he can present and you can explain by looking at your mobile.
Okay. But links. Okay, that. Okay, let me start, and gradually we'll be understanding the issues and whatever things are required. Okay. So, very bluntly, the problem statement has been given as classification, right? More or less classification. The problem part 2, we are talking here regarding part 2 of the assignment. So classification of data, and there is no background of that problem statement. It is a kind of lot of data and lot of parameters and the classification. And that is kind of meaningless information. Did anyone see the problem statement? I mean, I do not know how to start. I am starting in this session. Is it okay? Or if you have any particular problem statement, I can start from there also. Okay. Then I think, can anybody share that document, that text file that has been shared with the project? There's a text file. There is text file. Yes. Correct. Download the zip file. Inside the zip, there will be a text file. Right, the top one, text file. Okay. Yes, correct. And at the very beginning of the text file, there is a link, website link they have indicated. So I'll try to summarize whole problem statement. So it is basically a survey data, survey of DASS, DASS, that is called depression, anxiety, and stress score. Okay. So the concept is, random people are given a sets of questions, and users will be self-evaluating the questions with a score of 0 to 4. And based on that score, the expert, the report will be prepared, and the report will be sent to an expert, kind of a psychologist. Based on the answer, he will be trying to evaluate the psychological stress or anxiety level of that person. That is the background of everything. Now, there are two versions. One is very common, called dash 21. Another version is called dash 42. Now we are given the data set for dash 42. Now dash 42 means there are 42 questions. And those questions, out of those 42, there are three main classes are there. One is depression, another is anxiety, another is stress. So each bucket, under each bucket, there are 14 questions. So altogether, it becomes 42. Now, the questions are randomly given. Inside these data sets, which particular question is under which category, that is not indicated in this data set, but that is available somewhere else. Okay. Now, so our first job is to find out which data falls in which category. Okay. Now, for that, I'm just sharing one link in our to Manoj Bhai. I'm just sending it, or as well as I'm sending to this PGM study group also. Now that PDF shows the scoring list. So scoring list means it indicates which particular question comes under which bucket, number one, and under each bucket, the evaluator will note down the score that has been given by the user. Okay, so if someone open this PDF, it will be clear. So I have shared one PDF link. It is opening. Okay. If it is the same PDF file, it is basically that indication of which question falls under which bucket. Correct. Okay. Now, this particular sheet contains 21 answers or 21 indications. For 42, we need to replicate the same thing. Okay. Now, you just read this particular document along with our text file. Just you can see the sequence is not asymmetric. S, A, D, A, D, S, A, S. So S means it is for stress. The first question falls under stress bucket. The second question comes under anxiety bucket. The third question falls under depression bucket. So each question, so there will be 14 questions under each bucket. And every question will be scored by the user into with 0 to 4 scale. So it's a kind of self-evaluation process. The user will give a score. Okay, I feel lonely, suppose 3. I feel I feel there is no hope in future. Such kind of questions he can give 3. Now, all the questions are marked with a particular bucket, main class. So, what do we need to do? We need to give a cumulative sum of all the answers under a bucket. So for example, there are 14 questions under stress, 14 questions under anxiety, and 14 questions under depression. So what will happen? Finally, all the stress questions will be added. All the scores will be added under stress. So for example, 0 plus 1 plus 3 plus 0 plus. In this way, 14 numbers will be added. And for each user, stress value will be a cumulative value. Depression will be another cumulative value. And anxiety will be another cumulative value. Okay. So this is the first level of classification. Now we are not talking anything about actual task or anything. We are talking about machine learning or modeling. We are not talking about anything. We're just talking about the background story. Right? Okay. Now once these cumulative values are found, so for a particular user, for each user, there will be 3 individual values, 1 cumulative value for stress, 1 cumulative value for anxiety, 1 cumulative value for depression. Now, after getting those 3 values, we need to go for sub-classification. So what is the meaning of sub-classification? I'm just sharing another link. Okay, the sub-classification means each cumulative value will be divided into 5 subclasses. That is normal, mild, moderate, severe, or extreme severe. So when user answers all the questions, finally the expert, he will collect the scores, add the score, get the cumulative value, and after getting the cumulative value, he will do that sub classification and he will prepare a report indicating his level of mental psychological stress. Yes, just follow this scoring guideline. So for normal, depression range is 0 to 7. Now see, these scales are not linear. All are non-linear scale, number 1. And number 2, also observe the scales are different for individual classes. So actually here we are talking 2 things. One is classes, another is subclasses. If we talk about data segregation point of view, classes are already defined. That is, which question comes under which class, that is already given. Subclasses are also given. That if the data falls into this range, it will be normal, it will be mild, it will be moderate. So what we need to do at the very first level, that we need to go for this sub-classification using machine learning. So we will get the class information and the cumulative value, and we will be preparing our data sets following this table. So data sets will be prepared. Now our machine learning model, what it will work, it will just replace this division or sub-classification part, and it will try to predict the actual level of a mental state, that is mild, normal, or medium, using machine learning, and it will be compared with human calculated value. Okay, now I'm giving a pause here. Is it? I think it was already a little bit complicated, the background story itself. That is correct. But we see the catch. The catch is what actually we are doing. We are doing nothing, because you are we are manually calculating some numbers, and the number we are putting into bucket. Correct? And our machine learning, if we put the machine learning algorithm only to replace this manual calculation, so machine learning algorithm will give 98 to 100% accuracy, and that is giving also in my case. So classification problem, that's not all, but that is the only thing they're asking. But whatever they're asking, that is a very vague problem statement. We can do a classification, but this classification, yes, exactly. We are getting 99 to 100% accuracy. Because there is a manual calculation, we are just replacing this manual calculation by machine learning model.
So in both cases, almost the same accuracy. Then what is the use of having machine learning instead of manual? That's what your question, right?
Exactly, that was my question I raised on that webinar.
The session itself. Okay, okay.
Yes, session itself. Okay. So, no, no, no. For this problem statement, they have not indicated any graph model, because they have indicated classification, they have indicated use KNN, use SVN, SBM. So this kind of regression, logistic regression, these kind of models they have indicated. For problem statement one, Bayesian network and graph model, that is okay. But for this problem statement, they have clearly indicated, they have not indicated any specific model as such. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So they have indicated here, based on roll number or the group number, you follow a particular model. For zero, it is pure logistic regression. You can use anything, and then go for KNN, go for naive Bayes and variants. But in any case, all the models will be giving almost 100% accuracy. I mean, the problem statement is so small. There is no prediction at all. It's a mathematical calculation, and you are replacing that mathematical calculation by machine learning.
That's why, okay, there is no taste in doing that. That's what you mean.
Exactly. I mean, there is no assumption at all. There is no assumption.
Yeah, there is no assumption. It is a completely direct replacement with machine learning. That's it. No manipulation, no attention, no preparation, nothing else is required.
Correct, correct.
Okay.
Yes, part one is different. Part one is different. Yes, that is correct. So probably in the assignment 2 or the second version, they can extend the problem statement and they can give the more accurate or more defined problem statement. That is possible. Right. Yes. Yes. So basically, those things are quite obvious, and already we have done those techniques in a traditional problem statement in past also. So we can simply follow those things and we can copy it. So there is nothing special on it. Right. Correct. Correct. Yes, that is expected. That's correct. Okay, so part one, that is also there are two approaches. One, already one of our team members, Suman Das, I think he has joined or not. I am not sure. Suman already has joined, so he has already written a.
I mean,
Yes, yes, Suman, go ahead. I think you have written that PGM pipe whole program, and it is working as of now. But only we need to uh, validate those answers. Because
yeah,
PGM
for
pipe
this,
is
yeah,
straightforward
you can go
answer.
ahead, Chandan. You can go ahead, Chandan. Go.
Right. So in PGM Pi, Suman, I think you can explain. In the PGM Pi, it will give a straightforward answer, but they are expecting a handwritten answer. So all the process, all the steps we need to mention. Okay. So the first problem statement, I don't think it is a very complex. Suman, you can explain, or you can, if you wish, you can show the PGM Pi notebook also, if you are having quickly.
Unfortunately, I don't have right now because today I have to come to office. Okay, so uh, so I cannot share my screen, but I can tell you, like I can share simple code for PGMPI to the group, and that can be helpful to get the result from it. But the issue is that we have to do it in hand, and that's where. Yes, sorry, go ahead.
It is
Sorry.
same. I think it is same for everyone.
Yeah, it is same for everyone. And no, the code is just to check because they are not going to ask for the code for this particular assignment. They will be only looking for handwritten answer. So we have to do all the probability calculation based on joint probability distribution, and those we have to show the steps. Uh, for that one,
Correct.
if you look for the first one, they just ask for independencies details, right? If they are independent or not, yes, true or false for that one. But regarding the rest of them, we have to do it. So what I was doing, like there are two ways, right? We learned all the probabilities, like conditional probabilities, in our previous semester. So it will follow the same way, but it will take a lot of time to solve because of a number of variables here. And if you do the marginal probability distribution, it comes out very large number of set in your calculation. So I was doing that, but I was also looking for some shortest path here, because I was not fully sure because it was not taught in our class. So I'm not fully sure how to find a shortest way, but I can actually explain, not today because I don't have I cannot share from my laptop right now. But I can try to create some document and I can share with the team with the steps that I followed. That might be, and that's the same process or same approach for each and every question they asked.
Suman, it will be great because we need to keep it in mind. At least this first question, it will definitely coming in exam. So by
Probably.
hook or crook, we need to crack this
easiest
way.
Are you sure that it will come in the exam? This one, first question.
Not the first question, the same style. No, it is the structure will remain.
Yeah.
The structure,
Okay.
Definitely.
Because so far what they have taught us only the Bayesian network and Markov model, right? Like these two.
Yes.
So I think I'm sure they will give some type of this, and which is very hard to find in ChatGPT.
The thing is, by the time we arrange everything to ask, please.
Yeah, it will give 100% wrong answer. That is for sure.
The thing is, putting this image, actually, we have to convert this one into kind of conditions and put it in, right? In that, by the time we write to give in ChatGPT, we will answer this.
True. Absolutely true. Actually, if you do it by hand, it's much quicker.
Yeah.
But yes.
Correct. That is the only option, because Excel sheet we have the template we have to give, and we have to create the kind of structure that automatically it pops up, gives the answers for from the tables in the arrangement of template.
Yes.
Because the values will be different. It's similar question, maybe some more variables and some. Actually the table size may be different as per the requirement.
Yeah, only thing is like the Python code also gives the same thing. It doesn't take that much actually. It's maybe 50 lines of code, not more than that. It's a very small set of code that you have to write, and if you have that code, you just plug in the numbers, you add the variables, it will give you all the results. But you will be missing the steps.
Yeah, steps. And also in exam we don't have access for Python, right? We will be getting access only to these things. And if back in background, the Excel, if it is, is there any option that we can work through Excel in Python?
Excel is open. That I'm not sure.
From Python,
you can run Python.
Yeah. It is like in a SAS in SAS.
Right.
SAS, there is an option that you can just automatically work through Excel also. We can use that Excel and SQL also in SAS. But through Excel, if you could able to work in any other software than in background, not sure that it will actually works. Yeah.
Oh, you work on SAS?
Yeah, earlier I worked on SAS. Yes.
That's great. Okay. So what I will do, I will try to create a document on this one and share with that, so that might help. General document kind of stuff, so that will actually give you like, okay, what is the process? Only thing that is left for me to find out how to make it, like, there is for the graphical model, you can actually eliminate few of the probabilities from the bigger list, because they sum up to one, because of how the graph is there. Conditional probability, basically, joint or marginal probability, you can think of.
Correct.
So that's where I'm stuck.
I understand. So where the summation is being taken and this normalization is being done, how this summation is taken row wise or column wise, and how this normalization is being done. I think that is the area, correct?
Yeah. So what they asked actually find the value of this given this. So that value I can calculate. The calculation is coming all my notebook. One page is fully covered with all the numbers. But that same thing can be done much smaller set by removing some of the factors by making them one because they total up to one. So I'm calculating them, but there is no effect literally because that particular factor or that particular variable is not dependent on that particular probability, marginal probability. Then I can remove that. That's where I'm not able to find out yet what to do. But the results are coming fine for each one of them. I did that, and it is checked by PGM software like Python code, and it's giving exactly the same value. So that means like whatever I'm doing, it's correct. Only thing I'm doing a lot of lengthy process.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can share that particular file in just a Word document to type. I don't know if I can type all those symbols, but at least I will try.
Yeah. Okay.
No issue. I think Suman,